there's a lot of details and expansion in the teaching on equanimity. For example, we would understand that every being is kind of helpless to impermanence, that things are always changing for everyone. So many, many categories. And this is why Rinpoche would train people in understanding these points about a bodhisattva way of understanding peace. The peace that we all long for, the fulfillment that we all really aspire for, the wish that we have for the world that it could be peaceful and have, a opportunity to really enjoy our stay on this magnificent planet. And so, but even the word peace was understood a little bit differently by Rinpoche. Because peace, as we understand it, which is kind of a state of balance and well-being and harmony, is extremely vulnerable. It's just not sustainable. Even look, think about it. For however many millennium, the tundra in the northern part of the world was frozen there. Not forever, because there was a time pre-frozen tundra, but now it's frozen. And as the planet is getting warmer, the tundra is melting. It's changing. The whole basis of the ground there is changing. Roads are moving because they were sitting on the frozen tundra, and it's thawing. It's releasing toxins from previous, epochs of time. These are changes. These are things that are happening, even just on the planet without a human around, just up there thawing. And the changes are affecting us constantly. This is indicative of the fact that peace is elusive. The peace we want is based on changing structure. And so it's misguided, this changing structure. Tectonic plates move. There are volcanoes. There are issues here that are bigger than us. And so peace is a personal experience of not having any disturbance, not having any problems, not having any adversaries. Kind of, it's a situation where we can be, peaceful. But our story doesn't produce peace. Even environmentally, storms come, lightning happens. Have you ever looked at those screensavers that are going around the earth in satellites and you see the lightning storms? There's lightning on this planet all the time. And we want peace. So in a way, what's being taught by the great masters is that we're looking, it's not that it's wrong to want peace. It's not that it's wrong to want fulfillment and well-being. It's just that you're pursuing it in areas and ways that it can't be produced. It's not producible that way. You're not going to stop lightning storms from happening on this planet. You're not going to stop the movement of tectonic plates. You're not going to stop, I don't think, the thawing of the tundra. And so there are issues that are part of our human story. But that doesn't mean the pursuit of peace is wrong. The pursuit of peace has to be framed in a way that you understand. Ultimately, peace is only attainable in a realization of enlightenment. That place where all the flaws are gone and all the qualities are complete is a place of ultimate truth or ultimate fulfillment, ultimate well-being. It's not vulnerable to anything. Now we're vulnerable to everything. Too hot, too cold, too windy, everything. We're vulnerable to the tectonic plates, to the warming of the tundra, to storms on the sun. We are vulnerable to the storms on the sun. And we're not even thinking about that. What effect that makes and how crazy we get when there are storms on the sun. And we just think that it's my husband. So peace is attainable, but it's not attainable from our worldly approach. In other words, what Rinpoche would teach us is that you shouldn't worry about personal peace and you shouldn't worry about peace as a result. You should work towards peace. You should work towards the well-being of others. And that's why he had so much respect and I think it's respect, but also, he just wanted to help the helpers in the world. Our world is full of helpers and harmers. There are a lot of people that are not really into helping. They're really into just getting what they need. They're not really different from us in the story of birth, sickness, aging, and death. They're not really different than us in the story of not being able to get what they want and not being able to prevent what they don't want. They're not really exempt from trouble. They're just not looking at that. They're looking on gaining. That's what they're trying to do because they think if they get more, they'll be happy. They're trying to avoid loss because they think if they lose, they're going to be unhappy. What they're really motivated by is simple happiness and the desire for happiness. And their kind of, their approach is one that's personal. My happiness, my family. Me, mine. And so Rinpoche is saying that it's not going to work. It's not really going to work that way for anybody. But you can pursue happiness in a way that will work by changing your own mind. Changing your own mind allows for happiness and well-being to be accomplished. And so then that's what Rinpoche would be about. How do I help you understand that it's your mind? And the qualities that help your mind are love, compassion, joy, and equanimity. But we're so out of touch with those qualities. And so we don't experience peace.